Hi, I'm going to be doing an occasion makeup look today, and that is thanks to my ASOS box that I received a couple of days ago. In here contains enough makeup to do a spectacular occasion look for a night out, a wedding, or a posh do, something like that, you know. So I thought I would do like a try on tutorial using all these items. So inside we had my favourite ever eyelashes, and these are Ardell Wispies. I absolutely adore them. That's what they look like. Then we had an eyeshadow palette, which I'll open up and show you the colours and do some swatches when I use it. Then we had a Coloured Rain liquid lipstick. There you go. And then we had a sleek blush palette, a set of 3 blushes in there, which I'll open up in a little while. And this was a bit of a talking point. It's a brush, it's a makeup brush, but no one really knows what it was for. I didn't say in any of the information I had, but one of you had an amazing idea for a nose contour, so that's what I'm going to be using it today. So yeah, a little nose contour brush maybe, or a little highlight. I've got one hand holding this, so yeah, hopefully you can see. So those were all the contents. The box cost me £12 and I priced it all up to come to about £45. So really, really good box. ASOS don't do it all the time. It's not a subscription. They just bring out boxes now and again. I think they started towards the end of autumn last year. So yeah, so well worth looking out. And they tell you what you receive as well. So there's no surprise. So I sort of knew what I was receiving. And it was these that really drew me in because they cost about £5–6, something like that. So yeah, and I love them. And the rest are just bonuses. So I'm looking rather like a ghost at the moment. So I've got a little table in front of me with the bits and pieces of makeup, and I'm going to create a look using all of these. So let's start off with the eyeshadow palette. So this is an actual ASOS branded eyeshadow palette. So it comes with a little mirror, and those are the shades there. Really, really lovely shades, really nice and neutral, but a good range. You've got really, really pale ones, and you've got a nice dark one there. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see properly as it swirls around. I'll go sideways. There. Oh, as you can see, the colours are really pigmented. They look really lovely. Look at my fingers. I absolutely love these 3. They are beautiful. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the very lightest one down there, but yeah, really, really gorgeous colours, and definitely colours that I would use over and over again. So in this palette, I forgot to say, there's one shimmer and all the rest are matte, which are brilliant. The shimmery shade is this middle one here, is this one here. All the rest are matte, which is unusual. I love a shimmer, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to have a palette with more mattes than shimmers. So I'm going to start off as a base with this very pale one. They haven't got names or anything, so I'll just have to say which one I've got. So that I'm starting off with a pale one, and I'm going to be going all over my lid. So this has got a yellowy tinge to it, a slight yellowy tone. Now, I don't normally go for that sort of colour. I normally like to go for an off-white sort of cream colour. A bit more pale, less yellow, but it's fine. It's light, and it's giving me a base to work from, so that's fine. Right, skipping the shimmer shade, I'm going to go up here, so it's like a taupe sort of colour. Using a Zoeva 228 brush, just lightly cover my lid, basically. Not much colour coming off. Very, very, very faint colour, but it's fine because I want to go up quite high. So I'm just very, very lightly touching my lid in circular motions, just covering all my lid really. Not really fussed about down here, just making sure all of my lid is covered except for my very arch there. Bringing it out here. I'm going to be doing like a smoky eye, because I'm going to be wearing eyelashes. I'm not going to be wearing a black winged eyeliner, so I want it quite dark and quite smoky. Let's see how dark I can get these shades. I use the same brush. I'm going for the pinky colour, which is there. Putting that more in the middle, just swirling it in the middle. It's quite a nice pink, it's very muted. I really like it. like a dusky pink. Not much fallout so far. We'll soon see with the darker colours. So yeah, I'm not being very precise, I'm just going over the lids, mainly concentrating in the middle. I just want the colour to be picked up here, and I'll be doing the same underneath my eye. Picking up another 228, I'm going to start with the brown shade, which is there. Very light circular motions, concentrating this time in my crease and creating like a V, like a chevron. But this colour, I think, is in danger of looking a bit muddy, so I have to be careful of how much I do apply. So I'm going to keep it like that for now and do my other eye. So before I go on, I'm just going to tidy that up a bit with a clean brush. Circular motions, just blending out the edges. So using a Zoeva 231 brush, I'm going to go in with that colour there. So this is like it's like a little pencil brush, I love it. So I'm just going to darken out the corners of my eyes, again like in a little V. So you see it's just darkening up a little bit. I don't want to come over too much because I've still got that pink that I want to stand out a bit, which I'll apply a bit more afterwards. Just above where my crease is. I've got quite a heavy lid, not so much hooded eyes, but the older I'm getting, I'm noticing they are drooping more. So by creating that little V, just always keeping your eyes open because that's when you can see, but creating that V just where the droop is, it sort of lifts it up a little bit. The illusion anyway. Part of me is thinking I wish the darker colours were more intense. They're a little bit muddy looking, which is fine, but it would be nice. I was hoping that this darker colour, this grey-black colour, would be really quite intense and you'd be able to really notice it, but you can obviously see I've darkened up the outer corners. So using a 234 brush by Zoeva and going back to that little pink shade, putting that in the middle of my eyes and just tapping it on. Going in with a brush already used without adding any more colour on, just blending that in a little bit there. Now for the under eyes, similar sort of thing again, starting with the lighter shade, using a 225 Zoeva brush, just run it underneath my eyes, very close to my eyelashes. Going back in with a pencil brush I used for the darker shade. I'm not going to add on any more, I'll just see how much is on the brush. I'm just going to bring that into the first half of my eye. Yeah, it's fine. And then blend that up to the top. Going back to the 234, using the pink, doing that underneath in the middle to mimic the top. Then using a Beauty Big Bang, it's a highlighter brush, I'm going to go in with that shimmery shade. I'm not too sure how dark that'll be, but I'll give it a go, and I'm putting that in the inner corners here. No, can't really see much. A little bit, but not much. So I've used every single colour now. I'm just putting it in the middle and then like blending it out. And underneath as well, exactly the same. Just using any clean brush, I've just got Morphe G24. I'm just going to run it underneath and soften my under eye because it looks quite unblended and a bit blocky. So just soften it a bit. So that's my eye look. At the moment, It's not as intense as what I thought. I thought that this palette, it would be, I could work with it a little bit more. I do like the colours, they blend really well together, they all match together really nicely. So I've just got, I would say, a very soft, smoky grey brown sort of eye look. I would have preferred it if the pink and the black, or the pink and the charcoal grey were more intense, because I would have been able to get more of a dramatic makeup look. So I'm going to put the lashes on now. But before I do that, I'll put some mascara on. So I've just grabbed, and it's a Douce, and it's a Max Lash Volumizing Mascara. And that's what that looks like. I had it in one of my beauty boxes. I quite like it. I really like it, actually. The brush is really unique. You might have seen it in some of my other videos. It's quite cool. So there, I've put some mascara on. Let's open these eyelashes. Everyone puts on their eyelashes differently. I find putting them on with tweezers is the easiest way for me. So using the tweezers, I grab one out, put a very, very, very thin layer of glue all the way across, paying attention towards the ends, and then wait around 30 seconds. So my first aim is to put the eyelashes in the middle. So making sure my eyelashes aren't sticking up too much, because it's a pain if they're too curly because I can't get them on. So I line it up. I put it in the middle. So with the outer corner, I stretch and I press down. Oh, this is really hard to explain. So with the inner corner, I grab and place and put it right in my eyelash line. Not really on my skin as such, but right in the eyelash line, so that you don't see so that you shouldn't see a fake eyelash line on your lids. And then using the tweezers just to press down, make sure it's all firm, and then you can always pinch together your eyelashes and your natural lashes. Can you see there? You've got no overlap on the skin. By using tweezers and really pressing down, imagine putting your fake lashes onto your actual eyelashes, or as close to as possible, and then it looks natural. So what I would do now, because if I push them back up here, you can sort of see through my lashes, because my natural lashes are very thin. I'm going to wait until that dries, and then I tightline with an eyeliner. So I'll just go and do the other eyelash. So there's the false eyelashes done, and they're really nice. What I normally do, actually, I normally trim them a little bit. I trim them to about here. So even though these are the demi ones, I've got small eyes, so I do tend to trim them there. But I can get away with this. It looks fine. It looks completely natural. Hopefully you can see. It looks really nice, but when they're this close to my inner corner, I can feel it, so I always trim them back a little bit. But I'm going to put some black eyeliner on there. Just using Ciate London, and it's a Wonderland gel kohl eyeliner. Pushing it right into my lash line. There you go. So to finish that off, I'm just going to put a bit of eyeliner in the outer corner and smudge it. Onto my face then. So I'll start off with a little contour, and this is Hoola by Benefit. So using a Beauty Big Bang brush, just using the very tip there, gives me a bit of a line. That's gorgeous, isn't it? I put too much on that one. I wasn't using the right mirror. Never mind. Then using this little quirky brush, I'm going to contour my nose. I'm just going to draw a little line. just using a clean fluffy brush, brush that down. There you go. That's my nose contoured a little bit there. So onto bronzer, L'Oreal, my favourite bronzer. Back to bronze. I'm using a Real Techniques powder brush. Just slightly warm at the tops of my cheeks. And then bring it round to my forehead. Next onto the blush, and it's what we had in the palette. Whoa, super bright, super bright. Now, I didn't realise at the time, but I've already got one of these. I think I had it on its own, and I think it was this bright, well, one of them. They're very, very bright, aren't they? And I found it too bright for me, and I gave it away. When I first saw it, perfect colours, absolutely adore these type of colours, but it was just a little bit too bright. So I'm going to be using it today, and I'm going to be using the more coral tone one. This has got more like a pinky tone to it, and that's definite pink. So I'm going to use this more of a pure orange one then. Very lightly with a Real Techniques blusher brush. Oh, very light. Can you see the colour? It's nice when you do it lightly. It is nice, because a heck of a lot of pigment comes out on your cheeks. So I'm using the L'Oreal La Vie en Glow, and it's a Weaver highlighter brush. Tiny bit there. Tiny bit above my eyebrow. Gotta be careful, I don't want it to make my fine lines stand out too much. Bring that there, just to give it a bit of a glow. This is in the evening night makeup. A little bit up there. Normally I go over my face with a big fluffy brush, but I haven't got one, so I'm just using this just to lightly blend the highlight in a bit. Next and last thing, the lipstick. So this is by Coloured Rain, and it's in Satin Cream. I don't know if that is the actual name of it. There, I quite like the colour. It is drying, super matte. So there's my finished look. A bit more dramatic than my day look. Yeah, went a bit overboard with the contour there, but never mind. The eyes I really like. It is a nice, soft, subtle glow, and I think because the actual aim of this box was to give you an occasion look. So this is definitely an occasion look. It's a night out look, you know, it's quite heavy. The makeup is quite dark. The blush is amazing actually, because it gives you that bright pop of colour that there isn't in any of the other makeup, because the eyes are quite smoky and browns and greys and muted pinks. The lipstick is a gorgeous, gorgeous colour. I really like it. I can't see if I've got it in my teeth. No, it's gone, it's dried. It's dried down quite nice. Feels okay. And yeah, no, I really like it. I really, really like it. So if you like this video, it'd be lovely if you give me a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, then if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I have got a tanning video coming up where I tan half my body. I won't say no more. I can't remember what else I got now, but lots more, definitely. But definitely lots more as always. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.